An anaerobic digester like this one in Lewiston is one solution to a storage crisis here in Maine.
Those solutions are not popular decisions, they're not cheap solutions, but they're solutions that have to happen.
Maine produces roughly 88,500 wet tons of biosolid material in a single year, but we're running out of places to put it. Recent PFAS studies have led the state to mandate that all biosolid waste must be sent to a landfill instead of a compost or land application site.
These wet wastes aren't really designed to go to landfills.
That waste has to be mixed with 4 parts bulky material to protect the structural integrity of the landfill. Juniper Ridge gets nearly 80% of Maine's biosolids, but it's at risk of hitting capacity by 2028 if an expansion is not approved.
You also are putting wet waste into a landfill that breaks down quicker than gas collection systems can be built, so now you're also emitting greenhouse gases.
So now it's a race to implement techniques that can reduce the volume of that waste and its impact on an already stressed system.
And I don't think landfilling was ever intended to be the long-term solution, but that's where we are because we don't have any other solutions.
The Lewiston-Auburn Clean Water Authority uses anaerobic digestion to turn waste into renewable energy. They hope to see other communities implement the same.
It had many benefits to it. So a solids reduction, it's a carbon reduction, but also an energy production.
The methane generates enough electricity to power their entire facility and enough heat to keep the digester running.
By running it through digestion, we actually reduce the volume of that waste by over 50%.
Other options include drying techniques that pull water from the waste to minimize its volume. A proposed facility in Sanford would use drying and gasification, but oftentimes new projects, like one that failed at Brunswick Landing, lack local support, or they struggle with funding.
They have to happen. It's not an option to not treat the water, and it's not an option to not remove these byproducts.
LD 25 is a proposed piece of legislation that would establish a $50 million bond to support this work.
There's not much that the individual person can do to reduce their waste volume, but we're told that understanding and accepting that a solution is needed, that does help. Reporting in Lewiston, I'm Jamie Azoulay, Maine's Total Coverage.